In this segment, LeBron James is speaking about the double standard between black athletes and white athletes. He was talking about this on his new show on HBO, Barbershop Conversations, where him, Draymond Green, Maverick Carter, it was Odell Beckham, and it was Snoop. They were all sitting around, just talking. You know how we talk in barbershops when we in barbershops. We have great conversations. I have had great conversations in barbershops before, talking to different people about different conversations, and it's a pretty good show to me when they're talking about sports. When they get on that other stuff, it can get a little bit out of hand. But let's see what Skip and Shannon had to say about it, and Rob Parker.
LeBron's new show, The Shop, premiered on HBO last night. Guests included Odell Beckham Jr., Snoop, Draymond Green, and Jon Stewart. In one part of the show, LeBron talks about the double standard between himself and star athletes who are white. LeBron said, quote, "I believe if the greatest quarterback in the world, he's a white quarterback. If it's Tom Brady, if it's Aaron Rodgers, if it's Peyton Manning, and we're doing the same exact bleep, refusing to take a picture with a fan, I'm talking about the phone is on. We're like, yo, get that bleeping phone out of my face. I'm with my family. If we're out with our family and we say that bleep and somebody posts it, and if Aaron Rodgers or one of those guys say that bleep and they post it, somebody's going to be like, hey, you guys should respect Aaron Rodgers. They're going to say to us, they're bleeping bleep heads."
Now, what LeBron James said right there was a mouthful. Now, he said that white athletes can get away with, essentially what he's trying to say is white athletes can get away with not signing autographs and they will not be vilified for it. People will just say, let them just, enjoy a night out with their family. Now, I don't know if LeBron James I don't know if he have any insight of what happens with white athletes when they go out. Now, I'm pretty sure people can probably tweet and post things that they can say about white athletes that were jerks to them and things of that nature. So, look, it comes with the territory. Now, are black athletes held to a different standard? We all know this. That's already documented. But we need to stop, as black people especially, man. We need to stop trying to fit in and try to get on the same playing field as as white people in general, because this is a white society that we are living in. Let's not forget, a lot of black people in America, we are from, Africa, so this is not our society. This is not our culture. So yes, they are going to hold you to a different standard. Now, in holding you to a different standard, like, you don't have to capitulate to it. Like, if you go out and you don't want to sign, if you don't want to sign an autograph, you don't have to sign an autograph. What you can say is, look, I'm out with my family. If you're out with your family, or you can say, well, I don't feel like signing autographs today, but I will probably take a picture with you or something like that, or that nature. Or you could just say you don't want to sign an autograph. Now, if they blast you for it, okay, so be it. It just comes with the territory. You got to understand, you are a star athlete. People, when they see you out, a lot of times, most of the time, these are people seeing you for the very first time. Maybe you're their favorite basketball player and they want an autograph, because the chances of them seeing you again is probably minute. So you have to understand it from that standpoint. With great wealth and being able to be on the stage that you are, LeBron James, people that are supporting you, they're gonna expect a little bit something from you, and a lot of people will look at it and say, well, what's wrong with signing an autograph? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it comes with the territory, and a lot of these athletes, to me, should handle it differently mentally than just getting all sensitive about it.
Joined by Rob Parker. Rob, what is your take on that?
What's happening, everybody? Good morning.
What up, Detroit?
This touches me deeply. Skip, I've owned a barbershop in Detroit. Had them for 16 years. Shout out to Sporty Cuts on 7 Mile Road. But and I did a local TV show in my barbershop for years. So this is the place where
And trust me, I have had some great conversations in barbershops. It's a place where a lot of men get around before we get our haircuts. We sitting around, sometimes it takes barbers a long time to cut hair. I know everybody been in those barbershops where barbers take a long time, like almost an hour to cut one person's hair. And you just shooting the stuff, talking about sports, and everybody, talking about their favorite athletes. And the main topic in there is like who's better, Michael, Scotty. I mean, not Michael, Jordan, or Kobe Bryant, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You get some older guys in there say, well, y'all never seen Wilt Chamberlain and things of that nature. So great conversations happen in barbershops.
Guys really like to chop it up and hash out stuff and whatnot. So it's a great place to really have a show. It really is. This show, Skip, you've always said, is like a barbershop on television. Yep. Where you were just kicking it around and talking about stuff. There's two things I saw with this. I saw groundbreaking from this standpoint. The language that you don't normally hear LeBron use. Not that no one doesn't think he curses or most.
Well, I don't know why anybody's surprised that LeBron James used that type of language. He's a human being like everyone else. And, a lot of times when these athletes are out, doing shows or doing interviews on mainstream TV, no, they're not going to use that type of language because, they have sponsors. LeBron James got Nike. I'm pretty sure he got other sponsors. And you have to put on a good face. You have to, walk that corporate line. So, of course, this is his show, so he can do that. He can talk, he can speak that way, and he can really be himself. It's just that was the real LeBron James. I mean, I know a lot of people will look at him and be shocked, but I'm not shocked.
Guys, most people have a different conversation from the one that they have if they're on television or doing some sort of jobs.
Yeah, the old saying is, if you act up at home, that's all right. That's to a certain degree, but when you go outside the door, you have to put on a good face. You have to be able to act like you have some sense.
So that was just different to hear him say that kind of stuff. The other part, though, I didn't think there was anything groundbreaking as far as dialogue.
No, it was nothing groundbreaking about dialogue because they talk about the stuff that people already know. Well, I guess, what is groundbreaking because LeBron James is saying it. Like I said, he's a human being like everyone else. He's not the only athlete, or he will not be the last athlete that feels this way about, I guess people coming up to them when, they're out with their family or they're trying to have dinner with their wife and people want autographs. So he won't be the first. He's not the first. He won't be the last. It's just, ways you have to deal with it. Like I said before, if you don't want to give an autograph, you tell the people, well, wait till I'm finished with my meal. If you're still here, I will give you an autograph or maybe a picture. But right now, I'm having dinner with my family or whatever is going on.
There and complain about signing autographs and whether it's a black athlete or white athlete. Is there a double standard in this world? I think we all agree. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I don't think.
But like what Rob Parker said, most people are going to look at it like, y'all on TV, y'all big time athletes, y'all on TV complaining about signing autographs. Look. We know that y'all probably get a lot of pleas for people to sign autographs, but the average fan at home that has a 9-to-5 job and they looking at you making all this money and they are in a lot of ways directly responsible for you having that money. They looking at it like the least you can do is sign an autograph. It's just what it is.
I mean, it's nothing earth-shattering.
You don't think it's earth-shattering to hear him say it?
No, because I think...
No, Shannon, it's not earth-shattering. Okay, what kind of pedestal do you put LeBron James on to say it's earth-shattering to him? Him said. I have heard this from a lot of athletes before, saying that when I go out, people kind of like run over and try to get autographs, and a lot of times I don't feel like giving autographs, and people get mad, people get upset, people get angry. What is the difference between LeBron James saying this on TV? No, Shannon, there's nothing earth-shattering about that. Nothing.
That people have said it before.
Or groundbreaking.
Joe never said it.
People
magic.
But people.
See, Shannon always do this. every time, because LeBron James is speaking out on issues and things like that, and he say, well, Michael Jordan never spoke out on issues. But look, like I always say, if you're comfortable with speaking out on issues, do it. If you're not comfortable, don't do it. Don't do it because people are expecting you to do it, and they looking at you as being a quote unquote athlete and a quote unquote role model. Like I said before, athletes should not be held to a standard of being a role model. I don't care how much money they making. Your parents at home should be your role model. Maybe your teacher or something like that. Somebody to have a direct influence on your life. LeBron James don't have no direct influence on no one life unless he's helping someone maybe financially or something of that nature. But for the vast majority of the kids that watch LeBron James on TV, he's not directly influencing their life. So no, Shannon. If LeBron James want to speak about issues, that's fine. You know, all I say is LeBron James just needs to know what he's speaking of and have knowledge of what he's talking about. And you know, if you're gonna be a quote unquote role model, you have to at least have solutions. Okay, it's all right to talk, but you got to have some solutions too.
People, no, Rob, you got to put it in
I'm
context.
talking about, but it's been written about and talked about. Okay, maybe I might not heard it out of LeBron's mouth, but it doesn't mean that he just said something that people don't already know about a double standard.
What the difference between Skip and I?
That's what I'm saying.
What people say about Skip and I, we say things that they're thinking. LeBron said what was being thought. You don't think Michael thought that? You don't think Magic thought?
Yeah, Michael probably thought it, and Magic probably thought it, and they probably had discussions about it, and yes, they probably got irritated with people asking for autographs, but they never came on TV complaining about it. I don't think you should. I don't think it does any good for you to complain about it. I don't think it does any good for LeBron James to sit up there and complain about signing an autograph. I mean, sometimes you have to sit back and think about, like you said, the context. You got to think about how it looks, how it goes out to the public, that you're saying, man, I hate when people come up to me and ask me for autographs when I'm with my family. I mean, just tell the people. You don't have to come on TV, because a lot of people won't get sideways over this.
Sure, but did they say it?
But I'm just saying, you talk about, yes, there's a double standard.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that that's not breaking news to anybody. And you're right. Okay, maybe I never heard LeBron really say it, but did I ever think that he didn't feel that way, that there's a double stick? So that's all I'm saying, is that I wasn't bowled over like, oh my God, LeBron thinks that he's treated differently from other people. I don't know anybody who would think that. So that's the other part. And the other part was, as usual, I think it shows how sensitive modern athletes are. And Odell Beckham Jr. said it. Oh, he refuses to give an autograph, and he goes to Twitter, and the guy's ripping him. Dude, you just decided not to.
Like I said, if you don't want to give an autograph, see, that's how you handle it. You just say, I don't feel like giving an autograph. If a guy goes to Twitter and rips, okay, so you that sensitive that you're worried. Your worry is that you said no, and you stand on it, but yet you get sensitive about a guy and all twisted up and pretzels about a guy going on Twitter and ripping you for it. But who cares though? Because you already made your decision. You said you didn't want to sign an autograph. If you're gonna be sensitive like that, and you're gonna look, you're gonna worry about people going on Twitter when you say no, just sign every autograph then, Mr. Odell Beckham. Just do that, or just be a man and just stand on it and just say, and just, if they go on Twitter, okay, so that's fine. You made your decision. I'm gonna bring y'all part 2 of this.